Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self-love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the channel, Collective. Welcome back to Shadowwork Series Part 1 this week. Collective, let's dive in. Let's see what the strongest energies of our shadows that we need to discuss today in Series Part 1. Thank you, all of my current subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support of the channel. You guys, I will never stop being grateful for your love and support because this channel exists because you allow it. Thank you for allowing me to support you on your healing journey, and thank you for supporting me on mine. Unprocessed grief, first out, Collective. Some of you guys might be dealing with a recent loss, or this could be a loss physically, this could be a loss emotionally. Victim. So with unprocessed grief, we have loss, sorrow, emotional stagnation. Some of this that you are feeling right now, if you're dealing with this unprocessed grief, can make you feel stagnant, can make you feel out of sorts, can make you feel numb right now. You know, maybe you don't have a lot of emotions, you have not processed and gone through the 5 stages at this time. Maybe you're afraid of it because allowing yourself to feel this emotion, maybe you feel like you might not be able to get yourself back under control. You may not be able to come out of the grief that you are feeling. However, suppressing the emotions that you're having is going to have the opposite effect. Suppressing the anger, the sadness, the frustration, it's going to start to boil. It's almost like a slow boil. When you start to boil water, when you sat it on the stove, on the hot surface, you don't really see anything happening on the surface in the beginning, but you know something is happening underneath. And then eventually, as the temperature rises, you start to now visually see the bubbles rise from the bottom. And this is kind of how suppressed emotions work. And as they begin to rise to the surface, they show themselves in your physical behaviors, the things that you say, your interactions with others. So it begins to affect you in a negative way unconsciously. Feel through those emotions. Don't suppress them, okay? Allow yourself to process what's happening. Victim, helplessness, external blame, learned powerlessness. So many people go through trauma, as we know, Collective. If you are a part of the Collective, this is what we deal with. Trauma, looking at the trauma from our past, even the trauma that we didn't cause, but some of it self-inflicted. And we always have a choice. And sometimes it's not a choice. Sometimes being in a victim mentality is a learned behavior. It is something that we were allowed to do from childhood. There were a set of parents or caregivers that never allowed you to take accountability for your actions. And it was always everyone on the outside's fault, external to you. And you were allowed to be the victim in every situation, even the situations that you caused. External blame. Being a victim puts you in a place of seeming helpless, meaning that you do not have the ability to take your power back in the situation. You do not know how to take the situation, learn from the situation, take the wisdom, the guidance from the situation, the lesson from the situation. You don't know how to take accountability for your actions within the situation because the blame is on everything external. Hero. overfunctioning, martyrdom, burnout. Be gentle with yourself. So the hero complex is carrying the burden and the weight of everyone on your shoulder. This is made to feel a void of feeling valuable. This is something self-inflicted. And I feel like at one point or another, we've all been in this mindset of wanting to be the hero in a situation, whether that is within our family dynamic, our marriage, our partnerships, our friendships, trying to save others who don't want to be saved when we are not even taking care of ourselves. A hero definitely sacrifices for the bigger picture. You know, in the movie, the hero sacrifices for the greater good. So they are seen as valuable. And so as a human being that is not perfect, that is magical in our own ways, but not like they show in the movies, we carry the burdens of a lot of other people and situations on our shoulder, causing us to feel burnt out, causing us not to be able to take care of ourselves in the way that we need to take care of ourselves. That is honoring our own temple. So be more gentle with yourself. Show yourself more self-compassion. Give yourself permission to be vulnerable, to be soft, collective. Divine masculines and my divine feminines. There are some divine masculines with this hero complex who feel as if they are only valuable if they have people in their life that need them. This is a learned behavior. This is people constantly validating you, overgiving and overly functioning for their greater good, even if it does not do anything for yours. But you've been fed the illusion that it does. Be more gentle with yourself, divine masculines. Give yourself permissions to be softer, to be nurturing, to be loved, adored, and cared for. Same for my divine feminines. Sometimes divine feminines, we live in a divine masculine energy because we feel we have to, because we feel we've never had someone that actually wanted to take care of us in the way that we take care of others. Sometimes being a single parent, walking this journey alone, you have to be the nurturer, the caregiver, the protector, everything. So you live in this divine masculine energy and you forget how to be soft, how to allow yourself to be loved, to be given to. It seems foreign, but also necessary. Relentless craving. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. No boundaries. Some of you guys deal with having relentless cravings for things, people, substances, and it's disguised as having freedom. It's disguised as having freedom because you are allowed to overindulge. You are allowed to have no boundaries, no limits. But this is not being gentle with yourself. Overindulging. Nothing is terrible in moderation. I mean, some things are, but you know what I mean. But when you have a relentless craving for something, there is a void that you are trying to fill. Whether this is sex, whether this is alcohol or substances, there's a void there that you are trying to numb or fill with things that are not good for you. Having no boundaries allows people to step over you, to not respect you in the ways that you need to be respected, not make you feel like you are valuable. Some of you have difficulty establishing healthy, respectful boundaries. And this is about, again, being gentle with yourself. Having boundaries is you taking care of yourself to ensure your own needs are met, having respect for yourself, having limits, making people understand that you have limits they cannot overstep. But you got to stand 10 toes down on that. Sacred boundaries. A lot of boundaries are needed within the collective right now, especially if you are taking a step back right now, especially collective, if you're at a place where you are going into hermit mode, going into isolation because you are trying to work on your healing, you're going to need boundaries. You are going to need to respect and honor your limits right now. And you're going to need to be assertive about the fact that the limits, your boundaries need to be respected so that you can care for self. This is going to be very important in this season for you. And acceptance isn't resignation. Absolutely. Surrendering, being present, inner peace. This is the goal. This is always the goal for you. Accepting what is. It is not giving up on a situation that you cannot change. It is accepting that you now understand you do not have the power to change it, a person, a situation, a mindset of someone you love. Accepting that and understanding that you have no control over that puts you in a place of peace, because then you begin to be more gentle with yourself. Then you begin to make sure that you are assertive about those boundaries that people generally overstep. Because sometimes people have a relentless craving for you, collective. Sometimes it's the people in our lives that relentlessly crave our energy, our time, our effort, our love. See, sometimes it's not a substance or alcohol. Sometimes it's a relentless craving for an energy, for someone to have a specific mindset. One more, Spirit. One more. Defensive. Unseen resistance to unresolved issues. Explore with curiosity, reflection, acceptance. And there's that word again, acceptance. Acceptance. And shedding the illusions. Being aware of them is the first step. Taking off the rose-colored glasses. Looking at things from a realistic, honest, and self-love perspective, collective. So what are the strengths and abilities that you will need in order to help you unprocessed grief? Let's start. Synchronicity, surprise. Life's coincidences are often the universe's way of guiding you. Have you noticed unexpected synchronicities? These signs may be helping you find your path forward. So some of you guys might be getting synchronicities, the universe letting you know that it is supporting you possibly through a moment of grief and loss. Maybe this is your spirit team, your spirit guide, your crossed over loved ones trying to show that they are watching over you, that they are supporting you. Don't be afraid to feel through the emotions. Yeah, recognize. Yes, recognition. You deserve to be acknowledged. Your accomplishments, also your emotions, collective. You have been through a lot. You have actually accomplished a lot, but have you celebrated yourself? Sometimes it's hard to do it in the moment when you're on the go, when you're constantly trying to heal and get through your day to day, do your job, work on your craft, be creative. Sometimes you got to take the time to recognize how far you've come. Give yourself some credit too. And also recognize the emotions that you feel with your heart. Your heart knows the truth always, collective. Are you overthinking a situation? Trust the wisdom of your heart. It will lead you to the most authentic decision. Some of you guys need to make a decision from your heart space, and maybe you're afraid to do so because it's been such a long time since you've actually really used it or felt the emotions from your heart chakra. Because it's been suppressed, it's been unprocessed, a lot of unprocessed emotions that you haven't let out. So your heart has not been able to work for you, to guide you, to allow you to feel with that intuition. And if you feel it, you don't trust it. So some of you guys, you're being called to make a decision from your heart space for the first time in a very long time. Admiration to somebody that you admire. You are someone to be admired as well, collective. You are worthy of admiration and respect. Have you been downplaying your own value? Right? The hero complex, being gentle with yourself. Have you been downplaying your own value, collective? Accept compliments and be proud of your achievements. You deserve recognition. You deserve recognition. This is what you are starting to understand and be enlightened about. I feel like your heart space is opening, and it is also enlightening you to what you truly feel. It's also enlightening you to let you know that what you felt always was right, even though you doubted it possibly in the past. You are on the path to enlightenment, discovering higher truths. Have you noticed a recent shift in your awareness? Continue following this light. It will lead you to greater wisdom. You're on the right path. Reflecting, yes, because you are reflecting, because you are doing the work, because you are reflecting, you are finding the insight that you need. Self-reflection is hard for a lot of people, again, because it means awareness. It means being honest with ourselves, truthful with where we are in life and who we are and who we've become. Take time to sit with your thoughts and feelings. Your inner world holds the answers you seek. Sacred union. I love this one because it talks about sacred union with self and within a relationship. The two powerful forces are uniting. Whether in a relationship or within yourself, this union brings energy and growth. Embrace this connection. It will lead to deeper understanding and transformation. Couple more, Spirit. Barrier, maze, confusion may feel overwhelming, but remember that every maze has an exit. You might be struggling with difficult problems right now, but shifting your perspective could reveal the solution. Understand that problems and challenges are opportunities for growth. That is the mindset that you have to see, the perspective you need to see them in, and be patient with yourself, collective. Patience is a virtue, is what they used to say as I was growing up. Patience is key to achieving your goals. Have you been feeling restless? Trust in the process and wait for things to unfold. Great outcomes take time. They take time. I'm going to give you guys a truth from your Akashic Record Oracle. Spirit, give me a truth that's going to be important to my collective in regards to their shadow work. Give me a truth that's going to be important to my collective in regards to their shadow work. One truth for the collective in regards to their shadow work. Well, they said, we can't give you one. So we'll give you a pile. Strategy and planning. Your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution right now, collective. So now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. Protect. You're being asked to protect yourself right now. I told you these boundaries are going to be very important. Very, very important that you maintain your boundaries, collective, okay? It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly anyway. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get protection in place. Trusting yourself. You've got this. You've worked so hard to get this far, and you have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to your highest timeline, collective. Trusting your heart. Trusting your heart. Break free. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, collective, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Connect to intuition. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in the situation. Break free from old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. The concepts are repeating for you. Here, collective, excuse me. Break free. Old ways of thinking. Finding insight. Reflecting. Okay? Because you see the deception. Because now you recognize the deception. It's very clear to you, collective, what's happening around you. The people. The snakes in your grass. It's time to cut the grass low so you can see clearly. Because right now, maybe you're not seeing the entire picture of a person or situation, but it may be purposefully withheld from you. Or you may be choosing to look the other way or betray yourself in some way, but it's time to gain clarity. Let me get you your animal spirit. Look at that. We were just talking about snakes in the grass. Wow. Cobra is your animal spirit, though. So let's see what the advice from the Cobra is. This is a fire sign. You could have fire anywhere in your chart: Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Cobra energy. Wow. That card definitely has a very strong energy. So let's see what the advice from the Cobra is for the collective. All right, Cobra. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The Cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, you're a know-it-all and egocentric. To bring into balance, take a class or find a new study. So right now is your time to be the student, to find the guidance. Collective. It's time for you to take in the information and begin to apply it to your life, because then eventually, as you become a student and you master self, you will then become your own teacher. Beautiful. Archangel to help you this week. Archangel Zadkiel, Angel of Mercy. Look at that. Number 12 could be significant. December, born on the 12th. The number 3 as well could be significant, born on the 3rd, or March. Gemini energy. Forgiveness, ends, estrangement, alignment, solutions, peaceful compromise, and releasing pain. I help you forgive past wrongs to help clear energetic blocks and transmute any negativity with the violet flame, fire energy again. Blue agate, 6 to 12 months, and give it time. All right. And then let me just get you your bonus oracle. From Shadows and Light, your bonus oracle. The Sea Storm. Calm amid chaos. Number 32 is significant. Number 23 is also significant. The number 5, which is about change, is significant. Even though the seas are wild, the atmosphere is torn with stabs of lightning, and there is no land in sight, the sea storm being is following her intuition, and she will know what to do to make it home. Intuition is very significant for you guys right now this week. Follow your intuition. Follow your heart. Trust in yourself, collective. Lightning won't strike her, and she will keep swimming until she reaches land. She seems slightly in a trance and in using her inner wisdom and deep knowledge to swim home. She is from Atlantis, where she saw beings doing things that would lead to destruction. She has seen how their hubris led to this upheaval, and her home has sunk under the waves. She now goes out in search of her new home, and so too can you, collective. So if you're in a place where there's nothing but chaos and destruction, understand that you can find your way towards a new home amidst the chaos. You are surrounded by storms, wild moments, and a great deal of emotional drama at this time. The world you know may be changing in almost unrecognizable ways. There is destruction behind you, and you have left it in the past, but you are still searching for your new home. You will find it if you turn inward and listen to your inner knowledge that will send you in the right direction. Don't look, quote unquote, look. You are a shapeshifter, and you are able to make it through this time with no land, no home, and no apparent rescue by trusting that you will make it. This is a time of upheaval and great change. The number 5 is very significant. But if you tune into that deeper inner voice and follow the radar you have built into your very cells, you will find the way home through all of this chaos and wreckage. The old world is gone. The new world is yet to be found. The journey will continue for some time, but trust, trust, trust and follow the compass of your inner guidance. Listen, check in with your wisdom, then go in that direction. You are more adaptable, more flexible, more able to survive than you know. Interest in the lands of Lemuria and Atlantis and memories of these lands may be resurfacing. It's time, collective, for you to go in a new direction. It is time for you to trust in your intuition, trust in yourself. Open your eyes and truly look at this deception. Become the student, gain the knowledge and the wisdom, take it in, and go on this new journey. Protect yourself along the way, your energy, your heart space, your time, your love, your heart. But it is time to move forward. Process those emotions. Process those emotions and don't be afraid because you have divine protection and support. Break free from those situations that keep you stuck, that don't allow you to grow, that don't allow you to breathe, that don't allow you to find peace in any moment. Stay grounded. Because acceptance isn't resignation, it is self-love. Thank you so much, Collective, for being here with me in Shadowwork Series Part 1. I always love to have you guys here with me. I love learning right along with you. I pray that you found some wisdom in this, some knowledge in this that can help you this week. Hopefully you join me in Shadowwork Series Part 2, but Collective, if this is where I leave you, enjoy the rest of your week. And until next time, you guys, bye.